French prosecutors are searching X's offices in a probe into possible child abuse images and deepfakes. The preliminary investigation is looking into a range of alleged offenses by the social media platform, including spreading child sex abuse images. In a message posted on X, Paris prosecutor's office announced the ongoing searches at X's French offices, saying the goal is to ensure X complies with French law. The prosecutor's office also says it's leaving the platform and calling on its followers to join it on other social media.
So Elon Musk's X offices have been raided by French authorities over a few different things, but one of the issues here is something that a lot of people have been raising alarm about, which is it seems like there's not just accidental, potentially illegal content being produced by the AI tool Grok, but that is a purposeful move by the company and something Elon Musk wanted. You've had alleged and examples brought up of minors without their consent having sexually graphic real images of them, then adjusted and changed by Grok to be sexually graphic. A complete violation. And that's what we're going to get into to start today. Welcome everybody to the show. I hope you're doing well. Let's dive right in. We did have to, this is crazy, move studios because yesterday we had Wi-Fi issues. And so we created a whole different studio somewhere else with better Wi-Fi. That's what we're doing. Again, we have a new schedule now where we do the full show live and then the segments still get uploaded as individual videos throughout the day. But let's start with this. BBC, the French offices of Elon Musk's X have been raided by the Paris prosecutor's cybercrime unit as part of an investigation into suspected offenses, including unlawful data extraction and complicity in the possession of child pornography. So pretty darn serious stuff. Now, if you'll take that down, Jaden, I did see that not too long ago, before we get into this more, one of Elon Musk's baby mamas, Ashley St. Clair, was on CNN sounding the alarm about this, saying that Elon is downplaying the problem of what Grok has been doing and the violations, the inappropriate content that it's been creating, even involving minors. And this was her on CNN.
Tonight, the mother of one of Elon Musk's children is speaking out and sounding the alarm about his AI tool named Grok. Ashley St. Clair says Grok was used to create deep fake sexual images of her, including photos of her as a child. And St. Clair is not the only one who is reporting these types of disturbing images. It's impacting hundreds of thousands of women worldwide after people started flooding Grok with requests to take photos of mostly everyday women and put them in bikinis or remove their clothing. Musk is now facing growing international pressure to respond. Grok was just blocked in Indonesia and Malaysia. The United Kingdom is threatening to ban the social media platform. California's Attorney General just announcing an investigation. So far, though, Musk is taking no responsibility, posting today that he's, quote, not aware of any naked underage images generated by Grok, literally zero. Ashley St. Clair is out front now. And Ashley, I really appreciate your taking the time to come on and talk about this. Because
just to be clear, it would be particularly disturbing and disgusting and humiliating and dangerous if Grok, as appears to be the case, is taking off the clothes through AI generation of minors. But to be clear, it also should be against the law for these chatbots or for these AI tools to be taking off the clothes of people, but it's a real photo of them, so it's their real likeness, then being broadcast around on a site.
This
is the quickest break from the video to request that you click the subscribe button. As you know, that's an important way to boost the message that we deliver to a larger audience, which is very important. Helps us out, but it's completely free on your end. Just by clicking that subscribe button, you help support our work.
Is crucial for women, yes, for children, for families around the world. So Musk says Grok generated zero naked underage images, but you say it undressed you in several photos, including one of when you were 14 years old.
That's correct. And what he said is deceptive at best, because while maybe there weren't actual nude images.
This is the mother of one of Elon Musk's kids. Now, originally, Elon Musk said, I don't know if it's my kid. But then she said something in favor of trans people or apologized for her previous anti-trans rhetoric. And then he said, that is my kid and I'm going to give complete custody.
It was pretty close to it. In the images that I saw, not only of myself, but of I don't even know whose children who were undressed and covered in various fluids. The abuse was so widespread and so horrific, and it's still allowed to happen. They just released restrictions that are based on where it's illegal.
Okay, so Musk has promoted and touted what he's called Grok's spicy mode. Okay, at one point he shared a post that said Grok can put a bikini on everything, and it was a toaster. So we can see the bikini on the toaster there. And his statement today, as I said, he said nothing about naked underage, that he hadn't seen that. And then he said, obviously Grok does not spontaneously generate images. It does so only according to user requests. When asked to generate images, it will.
And it goes on to say he's saying it won't do anything illegal. And that seems to be what authorities are disputing. You also have Mediaite reporting on this. French police have raided the Paris office of Elon Musk's social media platform X on Tuesday morning, escalating a criminal investigation into its Grok AI chatbot and its production of sexually explicit images involving minors. Now, again, you might be thinking, okay, this could be bad. And when we talk about, which doesn't look like the US government's doing that much about, but when we talk about needing to rein in these different AI technologies and make sure that as they're advancing, people's rights and privacy are being protected, etc. This could be an example of, we forgot to put, like you saw different things with ChatGPT and it was having these weirdly sexual conversations with people that it shouldn't. And then they go, oh shoot, we thought that was restricted. Now we're adding more restrictions. That would be one thing. But with Elon, this seems to be purposeful. And that's where this Washington Post reporting comes in. I'll just go to one of the reporters. New inside Elon Musk's push to hook Grok users by leaning into not safe for work content. Workers were told they'd be working with sexual material, were advised to gauge job candidates' comfort with doing so. Soon they were training Grok on lewd conversations and depictions of sexual violence. In one way, the push has worked. Grok, which once charted dozens of spots below ChatGPT in free App Store rankings, has surged to the top 10, but it was the undressing scandal that vaulted it to notoriety. Also, Grok's guardrails fell, plus Musk would say make it more based. And so they actually were encouraging people to take the guardrails off. Their jobs would require them being exposed to sensitive, violent, sexual, and or other offensive and disturbing content. And the way that Musk was hoping to make Grok more popular was to make it more unhinged and to follow what would be reasonable societal guidelines and potentially legal, not even potentially, definitely legal guidelines. If we can remove that, then Grok is the place people can go whenever the other ones are restricting them from really unsafe or violating content. The concerns of the employees proved prescient. The employees said in the next few months, team members were suddenly exposed to a stream of sexually charged audio, including this one. Okay, so most of this is very serious. This one kind of made me laugh, including lewd conversations that Tesla occupants had with the car's chatbot. What?
I love Tesla.
We went from just a little bit too much. We went from not too long ago thinking, imagine if people could cultivate relationships way in the future with robots. Now people are, getting into their Tesla and what are they doing? Oh, wow, this leather. Ooh,
the engine revs a little bit in response.
Can you rev the engine just right at that vibration? Oh, yeah. All right, now call me dead. So that's confusing, but that's the world we're in, I guess. Chatbot and the other sexual interaction with Grok chatbot, said one of the people manager. The material surfaced as the team worked to train Grok to engage in such interactions. Musk became adamant about this as a part of the push for relevance. XAI embraced making sexualized material, publicly releasing sexy AI companions, rolling back guardrails on sexual material, and ignoring internal warnings about the potentially serious legal and ethical risks of producing such content. So just so you know, going back to the car thing, one part I missed of that is, did you notice that the employees, bless their heart, are being disturbed because they're being forced to review sexual conversations that people are having with their Tesla chatbot? I don't even know. I guess it's like Grok in Teslas. So just next time that you're asking the car to vibrate at that right amount, next time that you're caressing the glove box, get a little bit of this, opening, closing it, and saying naughty words. Remember that there could be some employee reviewing that. Which also, is that something you give the car permission, that people can review the conversations you have with it? I'm rethinking some of the conversations I've had in cars. Is that the same? I haven't done this in Tesla. Is that the same thing in the Waymos? Because when I get in the Waymos and it's like, hello, Luke, I'm taking you to your house. And I'm like, are you going to stay there with me? Or whatever I say. Is that also being reviewed by the Waymo people? So point is, this seems to be intentional. Elon.
They also have cameras and they're watching you in the Waymos, so you're not doing anything.
They saw that.
So AI has gotten so out of control. If you see something of me in a Waymo, it was not me. It's AI. No, so obviously it's very serious. It seems like Elon's attempt here was, okay, how do we distinguish Grok XAI from the other options? Well, we take all the guardrails off. But that means that people, potentially even minors, are being violated. They're having depicted of them non-consensual pornography. And then that's being distributed, and that breaks a bunch of laws. And that's what the X offices are being rated for.